What's up, guys? My name is Trey. I am one half of the channel TreyCatXO. Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to duo stream with a 2 PC setup or a 3 PC setup and why you should use each of those in certain situations. So why use 3 PCs for a duo setup? Well, the main reason is you want all your resources allocated to the right things on each of your PCs. Your 2 gaming PCs and your main content PCs, you want to have full resources available for those things, and that third PC is going to be dedicated strictly for streaming. Now, in order to do a 3 PC setup, you're going to need a few things. First things first, you're going to need 2 PCs that are dedicated to gaming. You're going to need 2 either internal or external capture cards, depending on what your third PC has inside of it. Also, keep in mind certain motherboards, if you're using internal capture cards, will not work because it doesn't have 3 slots that can fit graphics cards in that manner. So make sure that you check your motherboard to make sure that whatever you have in there will work with what you're trying to do. So, how it's going to work is very simple. You're going to have your main streaming PC. It will then have your capture cards attached to it or inside of it, and you will have HDMIs connected from that streaming PC to each of your gaming machines. Inside those gaming machines are going to be your graphics cards, which you're going to connect to, and then you're going to have everything sent from those 2 gaming PCs to your third streaming PC. Now, you're probably wondering how the audio works when doing these kinds of setups with a 3 PC setup. So how it's going to work and how I would recommend this is to either have a physical or virtual mixer with your main PCs. So your gaming PCs are going to have either a physical mixer like a Beacon mixer, or it's going to have Voicemeeter Banana, which is a virtual mixer. Now, from there, you're going to need to set up all the different levels and audio, everything like that on your main PC, because when it's captured over to the capture card onto the third PC, it is being captured as just one thing. It'll just come up, say if you're using Elgato capture cards, it'll come up as an Elgato capture card on the third PC, and you won't be able to adjust things. This is why I recommend that you guys take a virtual or physical mixer and do everything on the main gaming PCs and then send it all over to the third PC. Now, one thing that I'm going to recommend is that you each have a Stream Deck or a virtual Stream Deck in front of you for both of your gaming setups, because it's going to make accessing things on the third PC a lot easier, especially when it comes to transitions and other things like that. Now, it's not necessarily something that you absolutely need, but it will help make things a lot smoother when it comes to your content and streaming and stuff like that. So why use a 2 PC setup now for a duo streaming channel? Well, let's talk about this. If there is ever a chance that you guys are not within the same vicinity, so you guys cannot connect your 2 computers together, a 2 PC setup is still very possible. However, you could also do it with a 2 PC setup if you simply just don't have 3 PCs. And you can use a similar method as the 3 PC setup for a 2 PC setup, but I will go over both variations for you. So, first let's go over how you would do it similar to a 3 PC setup. You will have one, preferably the more beefy PC, be the main streaming PC as well as one of the gaming PCs, because it's going to have to do both. And what you're going to do is either have an internal or external capture card put into it, and then you're going to take from your second PC, which is your partner's PC or friend's PC, whoever it may be, and you're going to input that in to that first PC. Now, the only downside with this is that it's going to take a lot of resources, and a lot more is going to be used when doing it this way on that one PC. However, it is still very doable. Just understand that a lot of resources could be taken up and game quality could drop, or your streaming quality will have to drop a little bit to maintain and run those kinds of things. Now, your other option, and this option is actually used by some of our good friends, is to do it virtually. Now, how do you do that, you may ask? There is a thing called Video Ninja, which is actually a way to make browser sources and capture computers from somewhere else. You could also technically screen share, or you could do it through Discord, but we found that this was the best option, and so did some other people that we've worked with. Now, in order to do that, you're going to turn one computer basically into a browser source, send it to the main streaming PC, whichever it may be, whoever wants to do it, of you or your partner or your friend, whoever it may be again. And what you're going to do is take that browser source, put it into OBS, and that's going to be the second source. Now, you can also do that with the camera in order to have both a camera source and the game or PC source to see everything, and then obviously make a layout that works for you. Now, there's not a lot of differences when it comes to the virtual versus the physical 2PC setup. There is one thing though that you do have to know when it comes to the audio side. With the 2PC physical setup, with two PCs connecting to each other, the audio is going to be the exact same kind of setup when it comes to the 3PC setup with a virtual or physical mixer. However, with the virtual 2PC setup, so say if one person's far away in another country, or whatever, and someone else somewhere else, you're going to have a little bit of a different audio setup because they're going to have to input their mic actually probably through Discord in a Discord call with you. So you're going to have to manually adjust that on the main streaming PC and play with things there a little bit just to make things work. For the rest of it, when it comes to their game and everything going on in their computer, the best thing that I can tell you is try to get them to adjust things to make it so it works out. And then from there, you just do the main gain up or down to make it sound good so it's not obviously louder than you on stream or anything like that. Now, with all the software and hardware options out there, we want to give you guys some recommendations, stuff that we personally use in our 3PC setup. The broadcasting software is going to be OBS Studio. However, Meld is another great option. With the low usage when it comes to the resources, it is a great option if you don't have the strongest machines, as well as it allows you to do a very straightforward basic setup when it comes to duo streaming. Now, there are a few things in Meld currently that are not available for a bit of a more advanced duo streaming setup and layout. However, we're hoping to see those added in soon. The virtual capture and the virtual mixer are definitely going to be Voicemeeter Banana and Video Ninja, like we had mentioned earlier. And for the capture cards, for the hardware, we're going to recommend Elgato because it's definitely the best bang for your buck. And it allows for probably the best picture capture currently. And there's really no other option that we would recommend there. Now, there are other options that you could go with that are a little bit cheaper if you cannot afford the Elgatos, but if you want the best bang for your buck, like we said, and the best capture, you're going to want to go with the Elgatos. Now, obviously, we don't know everything it comes to tech and the whole side of streaming. We've only been in the space for 2 years full time. However, there has been a lot of people that have come to us and asked, hey, how do you do this kind of setup? And how can I do this with my partner, my friend, my family member? So I hope this helps a lot of you guys out there that actually want to do this kind of thing. Again, if you guys do want to see it live, come over to the Twitch. It's twitch.tv/TreyCatXO. We are live probably right now while you're watching this because we're still in a subathon that's over 800 days. But if not, again, I hope this helped. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments and we'll hopefully see you guys in the next video.